Now exothermic and endothermic changes. Let us see what kind of changes are they. Exo means out, therm means heat. Exo means external and therm means heat. The changes in which heat is released, the changes in which heat is given out are called exothermic changes. Like burning of candle, burning of paper, burning of fuel or burning of anything comes under exothermic change. How? Because in burning, heat is always given out. Heat is always released. When a substance burns, when anything burns, it releases, it gives out the heat to its environment. It releases its heat energy to the external environment in which it burns. That's why burning always comes under exothermic change, because in burning, the substance which burns, it releases and gives out the energy to its environment, to the atmosphere where it burns. Now endothermic changes. Endo means internal, inside, and therm means heat. So the changes in which heat is absorbed, the changes in which heat is taken in are called endothermic changes. Like melting of ice, cooking of food, etc. In this melting of ice, what happens? How this comes under endothermic change? Because in melting of ice, the ice absorbs the heat energy from the external environment, just opposite of exothermic change. In exothermic change, the substance gives out the heat energy to the environment. But in melting of ice, endothermic change, the ice takes the heat energy from the environment, from the atmosphere in which it melts. So suppose this is an ice cube, it has 8 molecules. When the heat energy is absorbed by this ice cube from the atmosphere, the molecules get this heat energy and now they are capable of moving around, slide past over each other, slip over each other, and that's why it gets converted into water. So solid melts to liquid by absorbing heat energy, and that's why this change of melting, this change when solid changes to liquid is always endothermic change, because when the solid absorbs this heat energy from the atmosphere, the molecules get this energy and starts moving around, slide past over each other, and that's why converts into liquid. So when ice absorbs this heat energy from the environment, it changes to water. And that's why melting, whether it is of ice, melting of butter, melting of wax, melting always comes under endothermic change, because in melting, heat is always taken in, heat is always absorbed, and that's why melting comes under endothermic change.